Alright guys, so here we are for PSBL Season 5, and this is my Season 5 recap, draft recap, and I'm pretty excited about this. I honestly thought I was never going to record again, but honestly, this winter break, I don't really have much planned. I'm going to be bored as hell, so this is something I can just do, and why not? Some people enjoy it, some people don't. I don't give a shit if you don't enjoy it. We're gonna go over it. But this is my PSBL Season 5 team, as I already said. Looking very excited. Hopefully, we can go back to the championship like we did back in Season 4, but this time actually win it. We are in the B League. We actually have two leagues, an A and a B League. We were representing the B League. We had first overall pick because we got the game pick win last season. This season is the Mons of the Week, which means if my Mons become the Mon of the Week, then I have a chance to become getting first pick overall again next season. Wow, I cannot speak right now. But hopefully we can do that. And with the first overall pick, as you guys can see, we got Lando I, Sheer Force, baby. Oh, I don't want to scroll down too far, but you guys already saw what my next pick is, although it doesn't really matter if you guys see it or not. But Lander's Eye is a very, very hard hitting, probably one of the hardest hitting walls there is. And now, that is completely my opinion. You guys are going to say your own opinion like Sunkern. That thing is an absolute wall breaker. But it is one of the best wall breakers out there because of the sheer force life orb possibility, like the Needle King, and such others that do the same thing. But not only that, but it could be a physical and a special attacker, which is huge in my opinion. With moves such as Earth Power, which hits very hard, Rock Slide, Sludge Wave, Knockoff is even an option that we can run. We can even do Stealth Rocks. There's a lot that we can do with this thing, and you resist a move, it is still going to do a pretty good chunk because of this Life Orb set. Now, I'm not only going to use Life Orb, I actually drafted this thing last week. We ran Yachi Berry, which turned out to be the game winner against Lucy last season. What else did I do? I think I also ran Choice Specs. No, that was not smart. I don't think I did. I might have. I don't remember. You guys are going to have to look back in the videos. But I ran different sets other than just Life Orb. Actually, I don't even think I ran Life Orb once on the Doubles League. But I am planning to run it this time. It is pretty fast. 101. Not great speed. It is 101, I believe. But, I mean, it's good enough that you can put a Choice Scarf on it and it'll outspeed everything 100 and below. Put a good Life Orb on it, again, it's going to destroy a lot, and I'm very excited to use it. This is the first time that Lander's Eye has been allowed in singles format. If it's too broken, we're not going to allow it again, unless we're doing an Ubers League. But talk with people like Mike. He said that sure, Lander's Eye can be overpowered at times, but it's not impossible to take down like other Ubers. And I agree with him. Like, it's not super fast, it's not super bulky. The only thing about it is that it hits like a mother effing truck, and I hope to show that this season. But we'll definitely see. If it's too overpowered, then we're not going to use it again. But this is more of a test run for Lander's Eye, and I'm very glad that it's on the Bouffalant's team. Next up, we have Toxapex, and I thought to myself, I really wanted to get a good, solid water wall right off the bat, and I've always wanted to use Toxapex. I thought this is one of the best walls out there, and I'm so glad I was actually able to make it back to me in round number 2. I want to say that was 28 picks in, I want to say. I think that's right. Sounds about right. And Toxapex was there, and I go, yes. I get a wall right now. Because what is Landorus's, right off the top of your head, two main weaknesses? Obviously ice and also water. Obviously, that I think there's another one. I can't think of it off the top of my head right now. I just got out of an exam and I thought, might as well do this. So those two are now completely resisted by Toxapex. And now what is one of Toxapex's weaknesses? That is ground, and we have Landorus, which has Levitate on it. However, a lot of Pokemon that run Psychic, it does have an Ice counter, but at the same time, not all the time. But moves such as Toxic Spikes is going to be huge. Scald is one of the most important moves of the game. Get rid of my own Toxic Spikes, and my personal favorite is Haze. I love the move Haze. It works great. It stops the team from sweeping me. It stops them from even trying to set up on the Toxapex. And the best thing about it, I think I said the best thing about it was Haze, but the best thing about Toxapex is the ability Regenerator. I love that ability. It is so annoying to deal with, especially if I use the Toxapex correctly. Another ability that I really want to use this season, although if I'm not able to, I'm not going to complain, is the Merciless ability. Honestly, that is one of the most broken abilities if it's on the right Pokemon. Obviously, with the special attack so low, it is kind of wasted on Toxapex, but if you put this ability on literally anything else, to crit every time your opponent is poisoned, it is dangerous. I've actually used a Merciless Toxapex before. It actually did put in a lot of work if used correctly. You kind of need to put a team around Toxapex. You kind of need to put the leftovers or the black sludge on it. Kind of need to pair it with Tapu Bulu to try to get more health back, because the reason Toxapex is so nasty is because of the Regenerator, which if you put Merciless on it, it doesn't really have that anymore. So if I do Merciless, I need to put, it's going to be pretty hard to do, but I have done it before. I do have experience with it, and I do hope I can do it sometime this season. I don't know when, or if I even will be able to, but we will definitely see. But welcome to the Team Toxapex. Next up, we have Latios, and this is the first time I've actually ever used Latios. I've never picked it up. I've never used it in OU battle. I think it was even in UU one time. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. I don't know. I don't really play ladder that often, but this is like the first time I've ever used Latios, and I wanted a good Psychic type, pretty fast too, and also a Dragon type, which enter Latios. Also Levitator, so it would help against Toxapex. Also a Psychic type, so it helps against Toxapex's Psychic weakness, Dragon type to help against its Electric weakness, but that means there is an Ice weakness, which again, we have Toxapex for that. Dark weakness, I haven't really gotten there yet, and we'll definitely see how that goes, but Latios is so crucial to me. It has really good special attack, chance to set up with Dragon Dance too, good speed, can be my Z move user, to a defensive mon, really. You can use Toxic or something like that. There's really a lot of things we can do. Latios and Latias are so versatile. I would have been okay with either one of them, but with the 29th pick, I got Latios. So there's really nothing else to say. It is a hard hitter that can do a lot of things, and I'm really surprised it went to the 3rd round. But anyway, we're going to go to the 4th round, and we have Umbreon. I figured I really want to keep this. Like, yeah, I have good offensive presence, but at the same time, you can't break through my walls. And Umbreon somehow made it to the 4th round, which I'm actually very surprised about. And it is one of the best walls out there. Especially for tier 3, which I'm really surprised nobody at all picked up. It also helps against my dark weakness that I have with the Latios. But however, I do have a bug weakness, which, yeah, the Toxapex does take care of pretty nicely, and so technically does Landorus, but at the same time, not who's really worried about a bug type move unless it's Pinsir or Scolipede. But anyway, we have Umbreon, and you guys all know what Umbreon does. It toxics, it heals up, it wish passes, it foul plays, it does a whole bunch, and I love that that is on my team. This is the second time I've ever used Umbreon. The first time it didn't really work out so well for me, but hopefully I learned from my mistakes and go from there. And we're going to go on to the 5th round, the very next pick, and I decided to go Mega Beedrill. Definitely did not want to face against this, especially with my Latios and now Umbreon on the team. So I thought, you know what, I've never used it. I've always wanted to. The adaptability, X-Scissor, the adaptability, Poison Jab, U-Turn, Knockoff. Actually, no, Knockoff doesn't. Yeah, Knockoff doesn't really do it. But I'm so excited that this thing is on my team, and I can't wait to use it. It is going to break through. I have good walls on my wall breakers on my team. I feel like are they the best? No, by all means, no. But I'm really excited, and I hope I can use these to break through some defensive walls. But very fast and very, very helpful. And I'm actually going to go to the next round where Raikou was still available. This is for those who are here for Season 1, you guys know that Raikou was my personal MVP, not the MVP of the league, but the Bouffalant's MVP of Season 1, getting, I want to say, 13 kills in that season, representing the team. Loved using it the first time, even though the moveset is kind of predictable, with Shadow Ball and Thunderbolt and Volt Switch, and mainly, maybe not Shadow Ball, but other moves such like that. Only able to run Aura Sphere when Shiny and Rash ability, so I'm going to be running Shiny Raikou all the time. I don't really like running Shinies unless I actually have them on my DS, which I don't think I have any so far. I don't think so. Maybe, no, I don't even have a Shiny Toxapex now. I don't. So, I don't really like doing it, but in terms of trying to get the advantage, we'll go from there. But very hard-hitting special attacker. Love spexing it, love scarfing it. The only thing is, I am definitely weak to ground right now, with not too many walls for that. Now, I really, really messed up on this next pick. Well, to be fair, I messed up with Venomoth, period, in the whole league. I found that Venomoth was in Tier 5, and it was not supposed to be there. I missed over it. It's supposed to be, I personally think it's Tier 4. Could definitely see it. I wouldn't be too surprised if it's Tier 3, but Tier 5, definitely not. That it does not belong there. It is too powerful in the Tier 5. So I thought, hey, I'm going to pick it up, because that is it's such a good thing. A Tier 5, get a Tier 3 or 4 Mon out of it, or Golden Pony Boy. After the pick, and like a day later, I was like, crap, I already have a bug and poison type. However, and also the third poison type in general on the team. However, somebody, I don't remember who, if you guys want to yell at me, say, it was me that said it, you dumbass, go right ahead. But somebody told me that each of my poison types does something different. Toxapex eats all of the hits, and hazes everything away. Mega Beedrill tears through walls with its adaptability, physical attack. Venomoth is different. It is, yeah, sure, it could be powerful and it is fast, but it puts things to sleep, it quiver stances up, and it sweeps that way. So all three of them are very, very, do very different things. So there is a possibility that I might keep Venomoth. As a matter of fact, I still have it for week number 1, even though I face Cody Friday or Saturday. I haven't really decided yet. So like, there's still a decision to be made if I want to keep Venomoth or if I want to trade it away and get something else. But as of right now, it is on my team, and I might be able to use it for something. I also might keep it because I do still have Umbreon, which is immune to psychic types, which I'm pretty vulnerable to. But anyway, we're going to go move on to the next one, and we actually picked up Tornadus, and with this we do have a pretty big ice weakness, especially Tornadus, Latias, and now this. Not really many ice switch-ins other than Toxapex. But the reason why I wanted Tornadus is because of Prankster, Tailwind. I really wanted to boost up my speed for my special attackers, well, my hard-hitting attackers, not necessarily special. Sure, it's mainly more on the special attack side, but I can definitely use it on the physical using superpower knockoff and other moves like that. I think it even gets acrobatics, which can be very useful in some cases. Hurricane is also another choice. Honestly, I picked it up because I thought I'd get Thunder Wave. I thought I saw it use Thunder Wave before, but I was mistaken, which I'm not really surprised. But there's still other things we can do, like Prankster Tailwind. There's Prankster Bulk Up, which honestly I love that. I love that just so much. But anyway, there's a lot that we can do with it, and I think it's really worth a tier 3 Pokemon. We're going to go on to the next one where we have Cloyster, which is a water and ice type. Definitely different than Toxapex, so I thought that we were okay getting 2 water types. It does Shell Smash up, and it sweeps a lot with that very high defense, as you can see over on the right hand side. Shell Smash, we can do White Herb, we can do Waterium Z, the skill link, get those 5 times Rock Blast and Icicle Spears, Icicle, I think that's what it is. But anyway, yeah, not really fast, so definitely would need something, but definitely can get a Hydro Pump or Liquidation. A very hard-hitting Mon. I saw Hoobi actually grab it in the A-League with his Tornadus Eye. I thought that was a very good decision, so honestly, Hoobi, I did have to copy you. Thank you for this, this option. Next up, honestly, I believe that Glade deserves a Tier 3 recognition. I've tried to fight for it, and now I know a lot of people are going to say, well, you dumbass, it's only Tier 2, it's Tier 4, for sure. I loved using Glade in UPL, whatever season I took over for Dark. I used Glade, and it was my #1. Put a Choice Scarf on it, and just wreck through things. I loved using it. It was the best. And I had to pick it up now. I'm basically going to be nicknaming it Tier 3. Fight for Tier 3. But we'll definitely see. I doubt that people will agree with me ever, but I think it hits very hard. It has a very good move pool. Just the only thing is, it is very slow, and I do agree with that. And it's not very good on the defensive side. So I agree with that. I am with you guys on that. But at the same time, I still think it hits hard enough, and you can use the items well enough to make it a Tier 3. A low Tier 3, sure, but still a Tier 3 nonetheless. I think it's too powerful in Tier 4, and I'm going to try to show it that I am correct, and everyone else is wrong, but if I'm wrong, whatever. It's fine at Tier 4. I'll definitely grab it at Tier 4. But anyway, my last mon is Rotom, regular form. I thought maybe get a wall, but there was really nothing there that I really wanted. So I thought, you know what, let's get another special attacker. If I need to, I can always drop this and get something else. But Rotom is just here. Trick, I love Trick. Will-O-Wisp, love Will-O-Wisp. Other moves such like that, it does pack a pretty good punch. It is pretty speedy, and it could actually take a good hit or two, mainly on the special defensive side, but it's a very viable mon. It does its job pretty well, especially for a Tier 5 mon, and that's exactly what I want from it, is just do its job, which I do believe it can do. But this is definitely an expendable mon. If I had to select something, I'd probably choose Rotom. But we'll definitely see how that goes. And that is my team. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go to Show It All right up here. Landorus, Toxapex, Latios, Umbreon, Mega-Beedrill, Raikou, Venomoth, Tornadus, Cloyster, Glade, and Rotom. Now, I agree, this is definitely not a good team at all. My 3 poison types, my lots and lots of special attackers, my only 2 big walls, and that's it. Everything else is just like basically hyper offense. I understand that. I'm okay losing every game. I feel like I'm rusty. I took a semester off, and yeah, that's where I am right now. So I feel like I'm rusty, especially drafting wise. So hopefully this season wakes me up. I am excited about this team. I never really used hyper offense, so we'll definitely see how this goes. But we'll definitely see how, as I just said, we'll definitely see how it goes. But thank you guys for watching, and good luck in the rest of the season.